What did I ever see in him? Why was I so in love with him? Man, oh man, what was I thinking? This is Linda G. Robert, your Back in the Groove Again coach, helping you live your best life now so you can love what you do. Recently, I created a short, and it was right after seeing an old boyfriend of mine. Now, truth be told, we dated off and on for several years, and I had seen him over the last few years. But more recently, he's been helping me out with keeping stuff in his storage. So I've been seeing him lately. And today, it really hit me. What did I ever see in him? Now, let's be honest. When I first met him, I was in my early 30s, so 30 years ago. That's a long time ago. And I was a young mother. I was very naive. I was, in a sense, longing for love and longing for affection and attention. I didn't get that from him. But I had always had a dream of meeting someone who lived in the country. In fact, I wanted to live in the country at that time. I always thought it would be fun to live in the country and to, live that country lifestyle. And that's what, in fact, he gave me. He gave me that aperçu of what it would be like to live in the country. Other than that, there really wasn't much else in common. We met on a blind date. A friend of mine introduced me to him, and I thought, oh, wow, he's cute. So that chemical attraction or that chemistry was right from the start. But that was it. And that chemistry lasted for a little while until he started doing things that I didn't really approve of, or things that went against my values. He started behaving in ways that I wasn't comfortable with, yet I still continued to hang out with him. It wasn't until one of the very last times that he shouted, he was yelling, and I left crying, that I told myself that I was never, ever going to go through that again. In fact, it had happened off and on over the last several years, but that chemistry, that longing for love and attention was still there, buried deep inside me. Now, what did I ever see in him back then? I saw what I wanted to see. And in fact, 30 years later, when I saw him today, he still physically looks the same, although he's a bit more overweight, so am I. But he still has the same personality. He hasn't changed. In fact, his personality seems to be more pronounced now. He is more than he used to be. He's come into his own, and that part of his personality is something that I can't live with, and I couldn't live with either. So he hasn't changed much, but I have. I have changed a lot over the last 30 years. And I'm not going to go into the details of what I've changed. The point of this video is to make you think. Have you changed? Have you changed some of the beliefs? Are you making different decisions now? Are you different in terms of the behaviors? Have you changed your behaviors? Have you changed what you see in yourself? Have you changed what you see in others? Are you hanging out with different friends now? How different are you? Or are you the same person that you were 20, 30 years ago? I know that parts of me is the same. I'm still, a happy person. I still enjoy dancing and singing. But the decisions and the behaviors that I have, if you've seen some of my other videos, You know that I used to be married and I've committed, adultery, and I used to smoke pot and so on. A lot of those behaviors that were associated with my past person have changed. They are no longer in existence, actually. I'm not the same person that I was many years ago. And so when I see him now, it's through those eyes, through those lens, that I now know that he wouldn't be the right person for me. So although at one point I thought he might have been the right person for me, I was seeing it through those eyes at the time. But when I've changed, I see him through my current set of beliefs and current set of behaviors and current set of being. So who are you now? Are you now someone who wants more and your partner maybe doesn't? Or your boyfriend maybe doesn't? Or maybe you don't have a boyfriend, you're single like me, but you do want more for yourself and you're reaching for that and you want that. You're longing for that. That's what coaches are for, by the way. And by the way, making gratitude a habit. I am so grateful for having gone through that experience. I'm grateful for seeing him today because it makes me realize that I have changed a lot. I'm really grateful for having gone through all the experiences that I've gone through. You'll have to listen to some other videos. I'm grateful for the person that I have become over the last several years. And so making gratitude a habit is also really important. So get out there and do what you want to do. Do what your real self, what your true self, what your current self wants to do. And I'm even going to suggest that you start doing things that your future self wants to do. For example, my future self wants to walk the Camino. I really do. And I could see myself in the future doing that. One of the Caminos, I haven't decided which one. Well, I've started walking longer distances because my future self wants to do certain things like hike and walk. I do that now, but I have challenged myself to do a little bit longer walks. So imagine what your future self wants and be that right now and be grateful to being willing to make gratitude a habit. This is Linda G. Robert. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great videos. I am here to help you live your best life now so you can love what you do. Take care. Have a great day now.